appeal against Nnamdi Kanu's 1 billion naira judgment shall succeed. Shehu, Sani, welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. The court gave the judgment on Wednesday after condemning the army invasion of Kanu's house in September 2017 during Operation Python Dance 2. Thank you very much, Mr. Shehu. Why the Nigerian government will come out and levy and bring charge, they'll bring charge today, tomorrow, it will be as if they did not do it. And funny enough, the person who is in charge of bringing this charge is nobody. It's not just an ordinary lawyer. It's not just a barrister. It's not just a son, but the Attorney General of the Federation. Like, if you listen to it, you start asking yourself, what is going on? The Nigerian government, nobody is saying whatever they are saying about them. Nobody. In the rule of law, is somebody permitted to, no matter if, let's say the person is just someone like you and me, have no name that rings a bell attached to our names. Somebody come from outside and just bash into your room and raid and shoot and, people died and just like that. No, something has to be done. Nigeria must become a lawful country. Say again, Nigeria must become a lawful country. The news in detail, please stay with us. Senator Shehu Sani, who represented the Kanu'S Central Senatorial District in the National Assembly, has stated that no appeal against the judgment of Abia State High Court judgment in favor of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, will stand. Justice Benson Anya of the Abia State High Court has ruled that invasion of a security agent to the residence of a leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, in 2017 was unlawful and an infringement on his fundamental human rights. The court gave the judgment on Wednesday after condemning the army invasion of Kanu's house in September 2017 during the Operation Python Dance 2. The court also ordered the army and Nigerian government to apologize to Kanu in free national dailies for the infringement on his fundamental human rights. Justice Anya gave the order while delivering judgment on the suit filed by Kanu against the government, the army, and 6 others for violating his fundamental human rights. However, counsel to the Nigerian Army, Amos Tony, said the military would respond to the court order directing it to compensate Kanu with 1 billion naira for violating his fundamental human rights. Tony said the army will react accordingly after studying the judgment by Justice Benson Anya of the Abia High Court, Umuahia. Meanwhile, Shehu Sani, who congratulated the IPOB leader for the victory, hinted that no appeal against the judgment will stand. The former Kanu'S Central Senator revealed this on his Twitter handle on Wednesday evening. Brother Nnamdi Kanu, congratulations for your 1 billion naira victory. No appeal against the judgment shall succeed. Remember those of us who are not insulting you. Relax, bro, he said. Okay, on this particular issue, this is how it should be. Like I said, the scenario I used before. So they want to say because there is no name that rings a bell attached to our names, and for instance, you're in your house, having you came back from maybe your business place or your work or whatever you came from where you actually make a living, and you sat down and maybe you're freshened up about to eat, and before you know, or from nowhere, God forbid, they raid your house, storming in, doing all sort of things. Before you know it, people were killed, and you're lucky to run away. Sincerely. This is the kind of thing that makes people go and connect themselves to ensure they get the connection, because ordinarily, if care is not taken, nothing is going to be done. Yes, because your name does not ring a bell. Your name certainly does not ring a bell. Nigeria is a country where the law only works for those who have something in their pockets for the law. But for someone who has nothing in his or pocket, what happens? He or she stays like that. It is not supposed to happen now. It is not. Sincerely, it is not. The truth is that the Nigerian president is totally different from his presidency. And believe me, what I tell you, the president is not even aware of what is happening in this country. But the presidency, the cabals and Nassau Rock Villa, working behind the scene and manipulating the nation. I believe this thing 100%. Anybody will come and call me names. But before you call me names, please go back to the most recent interview our president did. You will see that the man is far back. You will see he's far back. There is every possibility that this man have no clue of what is happening in the country. Take it or leave it. The man is old. The man is over 80. And you know when you're old, before you know from your baby stage to your adolescent, or your child stage to adolescent, then your teenagers, and before you know you become a young adult. From a young adult you become a full-grown adult. You grow and continue growing, and all of a sudden you grow and stop. Then you start diminishing. Barry is in a state where he is now going back to his baby stage. No insults, no offense given, and no offense given at all. But that is just the truth. Old people, that is why you start caring for them all over again like a baby. Like a baby. And yet, that kind of a person is Nigeria president. They don't have started having common sense. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay. Amen. Thank you, Shehu Sani, for your thoughtfulness. Your prayer would have worked if Nigeria is a normal country. But a country, including the people in it, are not normal. The government will definitely appeal and the law will be twisted to favor it. Government owns the judiciary and controls it. Then if the government decides to pay us, then the poor masses will suffer it because they will put one policy in place to realize the money and still have change after paying our big bro. Sincerely, it's very sad. If there is any terrorist group in this matter between FG and MNK, it is the federal government which attacked MSK family's house with heavy military equipment, destroyed the house after firing and killing 28 citizens. Sincerely, how are we going to be able to just in your head now, just imagine that Joe Biden now, there's actually somebody who is doing something, and all of a sudden the governments now look for the person and get to the person's house. The security operative desk just starts misbehaving. See, they are going to raise their voices. Before you know, those officers will be stripped of their positions. If they are not stripped completely, if they don't take them away from that job. There are countries where their laws are working. Unfortunately, Nigeria is far from being that. Unfortunately, it is far. We can only do something right, get the election right, get the most competent person, somebody who is going to be working as a builder, and not someone who is going to be there to give us empty promises, and somebody who will just be taking a nap and going for medical examinations here and there. Okay, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for turning in to listen. Until I come your way next time.